Gestapo by Saul, read by Dugald Bruce-Lockhart. Introduction. Birth of a Monster. In the films, they are the men in black leather trench coats, knocking on doors in the middle of the night and arresting anyone who dares to threaten the Third Reich. But who exactly were the Gestapo? How did they fit into the Nazis' oppressive regime, and why did they become so powerful, so effective, and so feared? The true picture is inevitably more complicated than the myth. The men of the Gestapo, though often accountable only to themselves and their immediate superiors, did not work in isolation. They shared a single chain of command with their sister organization, the Sicherheitsdienst, or SD. The SD was the intelligence agency of the Schutzstaffel, or SS, Hitler's protection squadron. The SS and the Gestapo are frequently confused, which is hardly surprising given that they worked in close cooperation throughout the war. The SS swore its allegiance to Hitler and the Reich, whereas the Gestapo was, ostensibly, the secret state police for Germany. To confuse matters further, there was also the Kriminalpolizei, Kripo, which handled purely criminal matters in Germany. Like the Gestapo, they were answerable to the Reich Security Main Office, Reichssicherheitshauptamt, or RSHA. The Gestapo and Kripo were collectively known as the Sicherheitspolizei, Security Police, or Zippo. To some extent, the distinctions between these different organizations are artificial. The chief investigators at the Nuremberg trials concluded that applicants for positions in the Gestapo, SD, and Kripo received similar training and cooperated so closely as to often be indistinguishable from one another. All were concerned with combating perceived enemies of the Reich, and, as the war progressed, they all operated far beyond anything that could be called the rule of law. In broad brush terms, the SD could be considered to be an information-gathering agency, and the Gestapo the executive agency of the police. The Gestapo's targets were political and ideological enemies of the Reich, while purely criminal activity was left for the Kripo to handle. The monster that the Gestapo became was born on the 26th of April 1933, when the new Minister of the Interior for Prussia, Hermann Göring, was charged with creating an effective political police force. On the 30th of November 1933, Göring issued a decree stating that the new force would be answerable only to him and to the Reich. All other police authorities would be subordinate to it. A further decree on the 8th of March 1934 separated the regional state police offices from their district governments. To complete the job of
Sample complete. Ready to continue?